There has been some brand new leaked information in Pokemon Go, and we're gonna dive into that today from the PokéMiners. And I just want to put an asterisk in here that this is not official Pokemon Go information. This is strictly through a leak source, so this cannot be credible, but I do want to explore it as well with you guys. So with all that said, you know what time it is. Welcome to the Trader Club. Here we go. Welcome back, everybody. Let me know in the comments below, are you guys excited about some new megas and some new content in Pokemon Go? Because the PokéMiners have leaked some new sprite information for the game, which means I'm excited. How much exciting? I mean, I'm always excited, okay? So the number one thing that they have found is the Teddiursa screenshot, which is going to be correlating to the Teddiursa Comday. So that's going to be number one. Number two, the thing that they did see is a large and a small badge of what looks like Pikachus that looks like it may have a new medal. So there may be a brand new medal coming into play for large Pikachus over a certain amount of weight, and then the small Pikachus under a certain amount of weight, or even the height. It looks like it might be more based on height here. Let me know what you guys think, but I am always excited about more medals. The medals that I do think still need to be added into the game do include gold gyms is number one. Number two, I really think, and this is kind of a personal preference, that the excellent throws should also have a medal. How many excellent throws have you made in Pokemon Go? Like, goodness gracious, how cool would that metric be? I think it would be fantastic, not only because I really like throwing excellent throws, but I think it's a really good metric for us to have. But the gold gyms is just like a no-brainer, because gyms fall off if you haven't interacted with them in a really long time, and you've interacted with 1,000 newer gyms before those old ones. So your gym gold count could not accurately reflect. If maybe I lived in Atlanta 3 years ago and I haven't been back to Atlanta in 3 years, and I've been all around the world since, it could happen like that, right? Like, that is a possibility. And next, we are gonna have the Singapore Safari Zone icon, which I think looks extremely cool. I love lions, so I mean, like, you can't go wrong with that information right there. And I do plan to be at that Safari Zone. Let me know if you plan to be there as well. And then the grand finale, the meat and potatoes of this update, is going to be the fact that they have discovered the Hoenn Mega Pokemon in the master file, which correlates to Mega Sceptile, Mega Blaziken, and Mega Swampert, which are going to be game changers for each of their categories for sure. And respectively, they all have double typings, which means they can affect 2 different typings. So we're gonna check out all of those, and then we're gonna start breaking down which ones are gonna be recommended, which ones are not. But guys, just a hint right here, they're all extremely good before we get into it. So let's start off with the fire typing, Mega Blaziken. The Mega Blaziken is going to be a fire and a fighting Pokemon. It's gonna max out at 4,704 if everything maintains the same as it is said in the Game Master right now, which there is always room for change. It has an attack value of 329, a defense of 168, and a stamina of 190. This Pokemon is definitely a little bit glassier, but it is gonna hit really hard, and it has had a Comday in the past. It does have a shiny out, which I think looks incredible, and it's a fire and a fighting type Pokemon like we did talk about, and it does get stab bonus, both quick and charged fire moves, as well as fighting moves. So let's see where and how this Pokemon does stack up against its competition overall. So in the fire category, all fire typing, which we will check out all these Pokemon with their best typings at the end of the video, so you're definitely going to want to stick around for that. But we do have Mega Charizard as spot number 1, with Fire Spin and Blast Burn at 7,814, followed not too far behind by Mega Blaziken with Fire Spin and Blast Burn once again at 7,624, and then Mega Charizard X 4,376, Shadow Entei 3,789. So Mega Blaziken is very, very strong. Charizard Mega Y is slightly stronger in the fire category, but this Mega Blaziken is also a fighting type Pokemon, stab bonus Pokemon as well. And I'm also going to give you a guy's hint towards the end of the video that this Pokemon is a little bit stronger if you use a different combination of its movesets. But let's check it out in the fighting category and see where it does sit. So for the fighting category, the best moveset for each of these, we have Mega Lucario in spot number 1 at 8,235, Mega Heracross in spot number 2 at 5,646, Mega Blaziken in the first available spot when it does come out at 5,121, Terrakion at 4,615. I did not realize how strong Terrakion is with Sacred Sword and Double Kick. That is quite crazy. And then let's check out the Mega that is out right now, Mega Lopunny at Double Kick and Focus Blast at 2,612. Okay, so this Mega Blaziken as a fighting type attacker is over 2 times as strong as the Mega Lopunny. Not only that, it is going to boost fire and fighting Pokemon when you do have it at a Mega level 3 for XL Candy, which is very beneficial. So once this Pokemon does hit, this is for surely going to be the top recommended fighting Pokemon for all fighting type counters for raid boss. bosses, which is really exciting, which is then going to lead us into the Swampert, which is a water and a ground type Pokemon. This Pokemon is going to max out at 4975 with an attack of 283, a defense of 218, and a stamina of 225. So this Pokemon is very strong. It is going to be a little bit tankier, and it's going to do a lot of damage. Let's see where this Pokemon stacks up in the water category. In the water category, the number one, look at that, Mega Swampert, Water Gun, Hydro Cannon, Conde move, 6992. Above, Primal Kyogre at Waterfall and Surf at 6228, and the Mega Blastoise is going to be 4770. So holy smokes, this Pokemon is a boss, followed by Ash Greninja, Mega Gyarados, and the first available Shadow Swampert, Shadow for Alligator, and then Kyogre. So in the water category, this thing is an absolute monster. It is over 1/3 more powerful than is the current top Mega Blastoise, which is nuts. But this Pokemon is also a ground typing. Mega Garchomp is insane at 7031, Primal Groudon at 4741, and then we have Mega Swampert, Mudshot Earthquake at 2858, followed by the regular Garchomp at 2262. So although it is not quite as strong, even close, as the Primal Groudon or the Mega Garchomp, as of right now, it will be the strongest ground type in the game, and it does boost catching at a Mega Level 3 XL Candy for water and ground typing, which is going to be valuable for us. Not only that, it is going to be boosting all the typings of all the ground category, and it's going to be giving a lot of damage. So that Mega Swampert is an absolute beast, which then takes us into Mega Sceptile. Mega Sceptile is really cool because it maxes out at 4585, but most importantly, it is going to be a grass and then an added on dragon combination, which is quite cool, especially when it goes to Mega Level 3 and it gets you boosted XL Candy, because now you have two unique typings right there. It has an attack of 320, a defense of 186, and a stamina of 172, so it is definitely a little bit glassier, but it is very strong at that. Let's check it out in the grass category. In the all grass moves, the number one Pokemon out there is going to be the Mega Sceptile with Bullet Seed and Frenzy Plant. Frenzy Plant being the Comday move at 5911, followed by Mega Venusaur, Vine Whip, Frenzy Plant at 3653, followed closely by Kartana at 3627, by Zarude at 2932, Shadow Tangrowth, and more. So holy smokes, all of these Pokemon have pretty much taken over the top spot except the Mega Blaziken, but it is so close in their respective category. But let's check this Pokemon out in the Dragon category, because it does get Dragon Claw, to see if it is going to be good. Page number one of the Dragons are insanely strong, with Mega Garchomp at the top at 10,000, Mega Rayquaza at 9739, Eternatus is going to be at 8,017, Mega Salamence, Black Curum 6,026, Shadow Salamence. But on to page number two, in the 17th spot, we are going to have Mega Sceptile with Fury Cutter and Dragon Claw at 3201, which is behind Garchomp, Salamence, Palkia, Reshiram, Rayquaza, and more of the shadows on page number one. So that is going to be the only Pokemon in here that we see in the respective category that isn't very, very close to the top, but it does make sense because the Dragon category is insanely strong. But let's check out one more stat, as I did talk about in the beginning, the best moveset combination of all of these Pokemon. Where does it sit overall in Pokemon Go? Okay, the best Pokemon in Pokemon Go. Number one, Mega Mewtwo Y, 18,000. Mega Mewtwo X, 16,000. Shadow Mewtwo, 10,859. Mega Garchomp, 10,163. Mega Rayquaza, 9,000. Mega Metagross, 8,000. Mega Lucario, 8,000. Mega Blaziken in spot number 9 at 8,081. Mega Sceptile, 7,288, the 13th strongest Pokemon overall. And then we have Mega Swampert, the 16th overall strongest Pokemon at 6,992. So, oh my goodness, these Pokemon are extremely strong, very exciting. I cannot wait until we see the Hoenn Pokemon make their way into Pokemon Go. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they wait all the way until the beginning of 2023 when there is the Hoenn event recap, like they did do the Johto and the Kanto, but hopefully we will see them before. Let me know when you guys think you will see them in Pokemon Go. So thank you guys for tuning in, as always. To all my likers, comments, subscribers, Patreon members, everybody takes their support, subscription, and participation to excellent. See you guys out on the next video. Peace.
I want to take this time to thank everybody who supports me in every facet. It means the world to me, and an extra special thank you to all my Patreons. I greatly appreciate the extra support to continue to allow me to pursue Pokemon Go full time, allowing me to create my daily video uploads in the most timely fashion for everyone's benefit. Plus, I get the amazing experience of sharing my creative processes behind the scenes and raiding all around the globe with select upper tiers. Thank you everybody for being a part of the Trainer Club. You all mean the absolute world to me, and I will see you guys out on the next video.